Frogs croak and crickets chirp as fog settles over the Hokey swamp. The mystery machine drives by through the quiet and silent night, unaware of the danger they're about to encounter. Welcome to Mysteries in the Machine.
I am Charlie,
And I'm Ethan.
and it's finally done. We've finally finished the countdown to Scooby Dum. He is here, and Ethan, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Scooby?
Exists. That's really all I have to say about him. There's not really he doesn't add anything at all.
That's okay. That's why I despise him so much. Is that he doesn't add anything to the group.
Yeah.
So his entire character of Scooby Dum is to be once again another really stupid comedic character. We already have two of those.
Yep.
But he's less fearful.
Yes.
Mostly in that he's even dumber than the others. Fearful.
Yeah.
So he's, we have a brave dumb guy. But the thing is, that niche is already filled.
Yeah,
when
that's
we
Fred's
give
job.
when we give Shaggy and Scooby snacks,
that's fair.
They become brave, dumb guys. So I'm just like, we don't need Scooby's dumb cousin when he is the dumb cousin.
I was gonna say,
if you want to bring in a cousin of Scooby-Doo, bring in a foil in some way. Bring his
a smarter.
Oh, this is Einstein do or something.
Right. Yeah.
Bring in somebody else. But instead we have this guy who, I was wrong. It's not Florida. They're in Georgia. I got it confused.
Okay, you were still pretty close. Given the fact that there are alligators and a swamp.
They're also in a fictional swamp. I thought it was the Okefenokee swamp, which is a real swamp that is in Georgia and Florida.
Right.
They're in the Hokefenokee swamp, which is a fictional version of that just in Georgia.
Or I guess it's the Georgian part of it.
I don't know, man. This is fictional, regardless.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this makes sense because he fills the niche of Florida man to me.
This is correct.
Even though doesn't matter a whole lot.
No.
Honestly. But yeah, there's gators. They're in the South. Sure. It sure is a thing that exists.
It is. That is.
Alright, let's talk about the gruesome gator. So we're going to swamp country, and it's real spooky. It's spooky ooky, yeah.
Spooky, scary swamp gators and shivers down your.
Yeah, there's even a sign that says "Proceed at your own risk." Scary sign. We love a scary signage. I feel like that might need to go on the eventual bingo card that we still have not made.
There's a scary sign. Yeah.
There's a scary sign making people go away. Telling people to leave or go away.
Oh.
It's usually either a spooky person or a spooky sign, you know? There's that niche that always happens. I feel like the goal of this bingo card is to get a coverall.
Yes.
Not even just a regular bingo.
Okay, so I did find where we were writing down stuff for the bingo card. So in order
of what we wrote down.
What we wrote down. Fred gets people lost. Someone is mistaken for a ghost. There is a Scooby snack bribe. Scooby says Scooby Dooby Doo. Also
I made
known
that
as
the free space. Yeah.
Scooby is gaslit. A barricade doesn't work. Scooby is used as a bloodhound. A secret door is found by accident. Non-food is mistaken for food. Velma loses her glasses. Someone is kidnapped. The gang splits up. A person is creepy coded, and I just wrote down a spooky person or sign telling people to turn around.
Is that I don't even know how many spaces do you need to fill up a bingo card?
Typically 25. So we've got 2,
25.
4,
Okay.
6, 8, 12, 14. So we're a little over halfway there.
Okay. Okay. Someday we'll get a bingo card, and then I feel like the game will be to rewatch all of Scooby Doo, and just be
Mm-hmm.
like, "What did you get on the bingo card for each episode?" I feel like the
Yes.
goal is for every episode of What's New to get a coverall, especially because
Yes.
that's the show that has every single trope
Oh,
every
yeah.
single time. Why? Okay, that is on there. I was like, is that on there?
Is what on there?
I wasn't sure if Velma losing her glasses was on there for
Yeah,
some
it's
reason.
there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, uh, what the weird thing that happens in this episode that freaked me out when I like wasn't fully paying attention because this episode is okay.
Yeah.
I looked up and I'm like, why is the screen yellow? What is happening to Max? I thought it broke.
Oh,
I thought
no.
something broke because the screen was yellow. It just, that's what it looks like. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
It looks like something
Yeah.
got so badly discolored because everybody turned yellow, but it's
Right.
purposeful,
Yeah.
but also it still looks wrong because that's not the way you color that.
No.
Like there needed to be somebody doing the lighting in this show, and they needed to do it better.
These cartoons have always had a problem with lighting, at least these earlier iterations that we.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like the new Scooby Doo movies, is it daytime or is it nighttime? I cannot
Who
tell.
knows?
It looks pitch black, but they're saying it's the middle of the day. So who can tell? Yeah. So they're talking about that they're gonna go visit Scooby Dum. Who is that? He is Scooby's cousin, and they've known each other since they were puppies, I guess. I don't know if the problem happens in this episode or another episode, but he eventually is mentioned to also be Scooby Doo's brother.
What?
So I don't know if it's just like they're bros, or like
Yeah,
they're what happened there. If he is both his brother and his cousin, or if
that's
one of these
gross.
is a misspeaking. They're dogs, Ethan. They are talking dogs, so it is gross, but also they are dogs. So
Yeah, I mean, even inbreeding in dogs is not great.
true. It's not great. It's absolutely not great. Inbreeding is not good at all points.
No, this should not be a controversial thing for people to say, but
Plot twist. Incest is bad.
incest bad, just like fascism bad.
We haven't even gotten to Scooby D.
Oh, that's a whole different can of worms from what you've told me, so
Yeah, it
I
is.
know nothing about that.
All right, but we're going to the home of Scooby Dum and his owners, who are the Skillets.
Little on the nose, don't
I
you
think
think?
I think it's kind of cute when they do the real. Honestly, it's the Ace Attorney naming conventions that are happening here. It's not quite pun names, but also like your name somehow relates to your occupation,
Right, like your
and it's
name
great.
is Skillet and you run a restaurant. Like,
Yeah, it's wonderful. I enjoy that.
it's very good. Also, apparently, the Skillets or the couple, like one of them, Ma Skillet, she invented like these really spicy fritters. Shaggy calls them, which I think are like cornbread pancake thing. We see them later.
Thanks.
They're like really spicy, and Pa Skillet developed like Pepto Bismol as a soda. I guess.
Because of course. Why not?
Why not?
And
The
then of
Gator Ghoul
course.
sees them. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say the gang somehow for I think this is like the second time I've seen this happen in a Scooby Doo show. They
Mm-hmm.
end up in the middle of water on just a piece of wood,
Yep.
basically, because they slammed on their brakes too hard and the dock came undone.
How does this keep happening?
But yeah, they do see the Gator Ghoul. The yellow light also disappears, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just can't believe that they've done this a second time.
Yeah. I mean, So once they're on the raft, the gator sneaks up on them again, shines its little flashlight eyes, and everybody sees it this time. It was only Shaggy and Scooby that saw it the first.
Yeah. I don't like his eyes being flashlights. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it is
It's
unnerving.
I also just feel like that's weird design wise.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're in a swamp. It's foggy. Doesn't like shining bright lights in fog not actually help for visuals?
Um, shining lights like lower to the ground, see in front of you will help, but not like directly outward. Like cars have fog lamps that are headlights that are lower to the ground, just so you can see what's in front of you.
It looks like he's doing his high beams directly in
Yeah.
their faces, and I'm just like, this is not helpful for anyone
No.
visually.
No, not
So
at
I
all.
don't know why this is included in your costume. All right, but we finally get to the showboat.
Yes.
Ethan, we have another showboat, and it is haunted.
No Josie and the Pussycats this time, though. Sadly.
And now Scooby Doo and Scooby Dum do their greeting, which is too long.
I agree. It is too long. Like, secret handshakes don't need to be that long.
Like, it would be endearing to me if it wasn't
You know,
several
an
minutes long.
entire. I was gonna say, it's at least 2 minutes long.
It's at least 2 minutes long. It's just like do a handshake. Do like you've seen the Parent Trap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like that cute little handshake. Why couldn't they have done something that
Yeah.
lasted that long? It's like
Yeah.
it's clear, it's concise, it's got a little bit of
Yeah.
like
You
pizzazz
know,
to it.
back, forth, grab hands, up,
They do like a little
down.
twisty and
Yeah.
everything, and they shake hands. And these two are like, we're gonna, pat butts and dance around and like,
We're going to have choreography instead of a secret handshake. That's what's going on.
and they also have to sing too and everything. They have to say their names every single time they see each other and hug. And it's like, guys, this is why Scooby Dum annoys me. Is because we have padded out the runtime with gags
When
like
we don't
this.
need to. These episodes are back to being like 22, 25 minutes.
Yeah, we really don't need time at all. But we meet Ma and Pa Skillet. They're like, yeah, there's a gator. It's terrorizing us. The reason they were already there was because of the mystery, but
Yeah.
they're just, talking more about it right now. And they haven't gotten their shipments in, and all their workers quit. Something's going on here.
Yeah.
We can't get in any of our funky fritters.
Nope.
And as soon as someone says the word clue, dun 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 dun.
Okay. Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
ACAB includes Scooby Dum.
It does! Correct! Because Scooby Dum, he hears clue and he's just like, he pulls out a magnifying glass from nowhere, from, hammer space, and is like,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, where's the clue? I want to look for clues, and does some things. Ethan, I just realized
Yes.
we forgot to write down shenanigans.
Shit. How many have we had so far? Can't be that many.
The wharf. That's
Oh, is that the
obviously a
only one?
shenanigan.
Yeah.
I was saying it because Scooby Dum does like a shenanigan within 5 seconds, like where
Yep.
he's, looking around like ooh, and then immediately a bunch of soda bottles like fall on top of it.
Yeah.
So
Would you count the Gator Ghoul stuff as
which Gator Ghoul?
like the Shining and the no? I don't think that would count. So I think we're only at 2 right now, right?
I don't think the yellow would count as a shenanigan. It just bugs me.
No. Yeah.
That's just me hating the animation.
Yeah. But he just
Sorry,
runs
70s animation.
the people who worked on the show are probably dead by now.
Frank Welker's still kicking.
He might be the only one.
That's true. This is possibly true. Yeah, so Scooby Dum wants to be a police dog. He's been learning how to be a detective.
From a
ACAB,
book.
Scooby Dum. He can read. I'm
Apparently.
surprised. I'm very
Me too.
surprised that Scooby Dum is literate. Like,
I don't know.
it's even his design that irks me. Because, okay, like, I understand we're doing, like, the whole, he's a foil to, he's supposedly a foil to Scooby, and that he
I
has to
don't
be a
know
different
how.
color, and he has to have a
Hmm.
different color, like, collar to differentiate him, at least.
Yeah.
But then there's, like, the buck teeth that make him
Hmm.
look like he's a chipmunk,
Yep.
and his little country hat, which
Yeah.
isn't country enough for me.
How so? Would you prefer like a straw hat?
I I would prefer a cowboy hat. I'm not gonna lie,
A cowboy
but
hat would improve Scooby.
that is reserved for Scooby's other cousin, Yabadoo.
What?
Don't worry about it, Ethan.
when when did the Flintstones crossover happen to where we have Yabadoo?
Oh, he's not allowed to say Yabba Dabba Doo as his thing because of the Flintstones, which is weird because it's all owned by Hanna
It's
Barbera.
all Hanna. So what's the
It's
point?
all owned by it, but he has to say yippity yappity doo.
Oh my god, that was why? Why would they do that? That's so
Yeah, I have
dumb.
not actually seen the media that he is in because I think it's like it's associated with the Scrappy Doo. I don't know if it's part of the Scrappy Doo show, but it's something involved in that. So I have not actually seen Yabadoo, but I've heard
Let's
of him.
see.
And I'm more
Yeah.
intrigued by him than I am Scooby Dum. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of him right now. He's a bit more scruffy.
Like I
Powers
like
and there's a powers and abilities section. Oh, okay. That's not that bad.
he can speak and he can walk on his.
Fair.
I
Scra-
just find him more visually appealing
yeah.
than I do Scooby Dum.
Okay. It's so Yabadoo is part of the second Scrappy.
I think so.
That's what I'm seeing on the.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's
Back to what
part
we
of
were doing.
yeah, it's part of Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by him. That's why I'd rather talk about him than Scooby Doo. So
Yeah, but right now Scooby Doo's all we got.
so the Gator Ghoul is like menacing above the gang as they're going to like search for him and for
Mm-hmm.
clues.
Yep.
Oh no, it's the
And
Gator Ghoul! Ah! And Scooby Dum's just like, what? Huh? And he runs toward the Gator Ghoul.
Fred's like, that's a brave dog, and I'm like, Fred, there's a difference between bravery and stupidity.
Yeah.
We have the latter right now.
So everybody else is hiding behind some crates, and Scooby Dum goes up to the Gator Ghoul and is like, shh, lifts up his foot and is like, I found a footprint, guys. I did it. I found a clue.
Sir.
Do you understand the Florida man that this is, my dear audience? Do you understand? So I
Oh,
count that as a shenanigan
abso-fucking.
because obviously, why would he just stand there and let him do that? Everybody comes
Yeah.
to see the clue. They're like, oh no, it is the Gator Ghoul, obviously. Run the fuck away. They bring Dumb along with them, and he does another shenanigan where he,
Mm-hmm.
like, walks into this lever, and now we have Finoki Fizz exploding.
Just blasting everywhere.
I mean, you know, that would be a good trap if it had been on purpose.
Fucking everybody fucking praises Scooby Doo for doing something on accident.
I know this feels like it's a double standard with Scooby Dum and Scooby Doo because Shaggy and Scooby do that all the time where they accidentally do something. I find it more endearing when they do. Scooby Dum crosses the line of dumb comedy into just
Yeah.
like really dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. And that line, I think, for at least for my personal taste, is anything Adam Sandler is in.
I was holding my tongue from mentioning it
No, I'm right there with you.
because
Because I
sometimes I
find
can
Adam
handle
Sandler
it.
movies to be extremely dumb. Like, to the point of absurdity.
Sometimes I can watch an Adam Sandler movie, but it's
Yeah.
only if Drew Barrymore is also in it.
So 51st Dates?
There's 3 of them.
Oh.
There are 3 romantic comedies featuring Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
Hold on. I gotta find. Okay. Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movies. Okay. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay, The Wedding Singer, 51st Dates, and then some movie called Blended
Mm-hmm.
from
And the
2014.
third movie has references to both the first 2. even though they're
Why?
not like in the same continuity or anything. But
That's fucking wild.
it's like why not?
Okay, I have only seen 51st Dates, so and according to IMDb, Blended and The Wedding Singer have the same director, so
I think that's why
good for them.
there
Good
are
for them.
references.
Anyway,
Yeah. So, uh, oh
Scooby
yeah,
sees
he
a
was
shadow off in the corner, and he's like, "It's the Gator Ghoul. Now's my chance. I can be brave and stupid, just like my cousin." And
Scooby. Don't follow his example. Why would you do that?
then he like charges forward, and then he's like, "Oh shit, it's a guy!" And then jumps into an empty barrel. The guy pours a bucket of water on his head. Scooby knocks the barrel over, and the guy rolls the guy with him, and they crash into a concrete pole. Somehow the guy ends up in the barrel. That's a shenanigan if I've ever.
Yeah, there's just a lot happening here.
There's so
I
many things
was
happening.
Yeah, I do think that is a sequence and would be counted as one shenanigan. I was gonna question whether the Gator Ghoul being moved away by the Finoki Fizz was a separate shenanigan, or it should just count
I
with
I thought it
Scooby
was a
Dumb's thing.
sequence.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes my brain is just like, okay, how many seconds have gone by between this thing and that other thing?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know? So this is Simon Stingy, he's the handyman.
Yep.
And now he hates Scooby.
I've never seen a more red herring in my life.
Oh, just wait till a pup named Scooby Doo.
I know, there isn't a character named Red Herring, but until we get there, this is
It's
what we've got.
red herring. He wants to tar and feather Scooby Doo.
Which, like, that's medieval torture. Don't do that to anybody.
They did it after the medieval times, Ethan.
I know they did, but that's where it started.
But good to know this man is just always mad anyway, so it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter. He just hates his life.
yeah.
But we're trying to go through all the suspects. So it's like, okay, we have Angry Guy. We have the receptionist, who was apparently an angel.
And then, so we find out, so we meet this receptionist. Miss Dovely, that's her.
Yeah. And it's just like they're singing her praises so much. It's like, oh yeah, you helped us.
She lent them money?
Yeah.
She
Yeah, she
agreed to
loaned them
stay to
money.
work for free. Hello?
I mean, there are good people who could do things like that. There are.
I'm
But
sure.
if you don't know somebody,
Yeah.
I feel like that's weird. But she does say, yeah, they're like parents to me, the Skellets. We're family. I'd do anything for them. I can't believe this episode ruins found family.
No, it doesn't. This is one example of dozens,
I just
if
don't
not
like this.
hundreds.
I'm just finding out more and more reasons to not like this episode as we go through it.
And then
And
the
Jerry
skills are
Reed
like,
isn't even here.
no, he's not. We don't have Jerry Reed not acting like a cartoon character.
I had to
But
mention it.
yeah, always, always. But and the skeleton are like, yeah, we always wanted a daughter, and then fucking Scooby Dum and Scooby Doo are crying. I've never found secondhand crying funny. I've never found that funny.
I feel like it's not meant to be funny. In this moment, I don't think it's supposed to be funny. I think it's just supposed to be like that's how they're taking this. Is like, oh, I feel like it's supposed to be an awe moment
Yeah,
because they're
but
getting involved emotionally. I don't know.
yeah, this may be like the patriarchy talking, but the amount of crying they're doing is.
Wow, Ethan, can't believe we have to cancel you for being a
I
cis white
know,
man once again.
I know, not het, thankfully, but
No, we taught you the gay agenda before, you know.
I mean,
You
I
got
came
that.
out a little later than some people do. I came out when I was 21, but
Yeah, but you had enough gay friends to help you learn the gay agenda.
this
So
is the gay
the
agenda
agenda
just exists.
is
That's it.
you know what the agenda is? It is Taco Tuesday.
For the lesbians.
You can still eat a good
Oh, I do.
taco.
I do. Actually, I had tacos
Anyway,
for dinner last night.
I was gonna say I love tacos for dinner, and I'm currently not seeing anyone.
Good
So
point. Good point.
all right,
But we
we get some
um
clues.
yeah, we get some clues. They're like, okay, this Simon guy is a little suspicious. Let's go check out his
Simon
house.
Stingy.
Yep.
Like
Like, all right.
And he's just got like this magazine called Legend of the Swamp with obviously the Gator Ghoul on the cover of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh wow, incriminating evidence. He likes
Oh.
gators. Guess what? You live
Oh
in Georgia.
no. Gators are everywhere. At least in southern Georgia, which is where this supposedly is.
Yeah. And then, okay, so the gang's like, well, we're gonna split up and we're gonna look for some more clues now that we've found this incriminating evidence. Let's search for the Gator Ghoul. And then Shaggy opens a door. This is a shenanigan. He,
Correct.
puts his hand into the doorway and it almost goes, it kind of goes in the Gator Ghoul's mouth. He does not get
Just a
chomped
little
on.
bit. Nope.
Everyone's like, ah!
We get gangway.
Well, we gotta run. We gotta run away from the Gator Ghoul. Everybody's running in different directions. And Scooby Dum falls into springs. And, like, through a hole into some springs. And then he comes back onto the same floor that he was on. And then there's just a jacket of the Gator Ghoul that somehow ends up around his shoulders.
I guess.
What the fuck?
I don't know. But separately, Shaggy, Scooby, and the Gator Ghoul are running on the paddle wheel of the showboat.
This is like the third time that
At
we've
least.
had these guys running on one of these kinds of things.
Right, because we had the Jonathan Winters episode, and then we had the Josie and the Pussycats episode, and now we have this.
It just keeps happening forever. And then, of course, Scooby Dum ends up on it as well with his springs. He jumps onto it. He pushes the other two off, and yeah, the Gator Ghoul jacket suit thing falls off of him. It looks more like a suit now, but
Yeah.
it's like it was wide open. It looked like somebody could just put it on his jacket.
Right, it did look like that.
And it comes off of him, and he's like, "Oh my god, it's the Gator Ghoul! Let me rough him up." And he beats up the suit.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
And the actual Gator Ghoul has like slipped away.
Yeah, and apparently it's not a suit. It's motorized, so it's like an animatronic alligator.
Yeah, from where is it from? The property of
It's
Beauregard Film Productions.
Interesting.
They shot a movie at the swamp last year. Ah. I wonder what's going on with that. So they have to go check out this old shack where they shot this movie.
There's another Gator Ghoul suit there, and then gets scared by it, runs into a wall, and they find a piece of paper that gets knocked off a shelf.
I think that might be a shenanigan.
I think so. But on that paper, listeners, we forgot to mention there are two imaginary soda companies here.
Yes.
We have on one side the Skillets Company, which is
Finoki Fizz.
Finoki Fizz, and we also have Kooky Cola.
Mm-hmm. Who are their competitors. And
Yes.
this piece of paper is written on Kooky Cola stationery. It says, "To AD, set up directors meeting for final decision on Gator matter. BB president." Oh, I wonder who AD could be. Could it be Alice Dovely?
It could be.
No way. I wonder. Even though she's an angel.
Supposedly.
Right, we gotta split up again.
Of course we do.
And Scared Gang gets Scooby Dum.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense.
So I guess now they're just the Dumb Gang.
Yep. They have gone from scared to dumb.
Dumb Gang and Smart Gang. That's it.
Yep.
Smart Gang finds this paper that has been fully ripped up, but it has it has words on it. So they, formulate it like it's a puzzle and try to put it back together. And they almost get something,
but they don't have quite enough of the message left to really decipher it.
A notice of some kind.
Yeah.
Now, our Dumb Gang has to eat. We have to feed them.
And they're making the funky fritters. So let's see.
They're making choices. Is what they're making.
Okay, there are 10 chili peppers, 2 ounces of Tabasco sauce, and 1 pound of hot pepper, and 4 cups of hot mustard. That's just some of the ingredients in this.
And shenanigan is that when Shaggy goes to stir the pot, The
The
spoon,
the spoon is gone.
the spoon is like dissolved because it is
Mm-hmm.
so spicy hot that it is like now physically, I
Mm-hmm.
would assume.
Yes.
I want somebody to make these.
Okay. I mean, we don't hear the whole recipe, but like a lot.
I this is like content that I feel like would be perfect for us to do as something. I'm just not great at eating things. I am
Leave
too
that to me,
picky for all of
Charlie.
these things.
Leave that to
But I
me.
would
I
I
will
would
do it.
love to be involved in trying to like make half of the things that Scooby and Shaggy
Sure.
and have that be some kind of content at some point.
Yeah.
Let us know if y'all would be interested because it sounds ridiculous, some of these things.
It does sound absolutely ridiculous, but I do like jalapenos in my cornbread, so I'm sure this is at least somewhat decent to me.
I will say we are both very white.
We
So
are.
can we handle the amount of spice that Shaggy can?
Probably not.
No, because he's not human.
He's a god.
He is God. Alright, so we have made this monstrosity. We put it into um the machine that's supposed to just like make the fritters, I guess.
Yep. It shapes them, it bakes them, it does everything.
And they all eat them. They're all fine. They live through it somehow.
Yep. And they're just horking them down like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah,
And then they do
we
the
do get
classic
some.
cartoon bit where smoke comes out of their ears and out of their mouths. And
I will say the animation on that is at least good because like
yeah.
that's something they clearly care about in the show.
Yep.
Is the spicy smoke coming out of people's ears and mouths.
And Scooby Dum's stomach is fighting him after eating.
Even though Bro clearly grew up on these, so he should be
Right.
fine. Unless he's not quite as like food adventurous as Scooby and Shaggy are.
He may not be.
That could be the true foil to it.
True.
I think what this is, what watching Scooby Dum makes me think is that I really want to make an actual foil to Scooby Doo. So look out for that in our D&D sessions in the future.
Oh boy. Love that.
All right. Smart Gang found some more pieces of paper.
Mhm.
And Fred has thought of it. So now it's time to trap that monster.
Well, not quite yet. Before we get there, we get another shenanigan where Shaggy's feet get stuck in the leftover dough from the funky fritters that they.
I don't like this. It's specifically his shoe that got stuck in it because the bowl was on the ground and he's sitting on the table
Yep.
and then both of his shoes are in it and now he's like, crap, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, they're like, so we got Scooby Dum and the girls on one side, and Scooby Doo and the boys on the other side, and they're both pulling as hard as they can,
I didn't know
but
Fred was
nothing's
all of the
working.
boys. So they could not get him out of there. They could not get his shoes out of there. I think you
Well,
guys need to like just.
they can't get his shoes out of there, but they can get his feet out, which they do.
They really do. I think they needed to get some acid to like dissolve
Yeah,
whatever the heck those is in those fritters.
I guess.
Either that or like if you eat them, they just do not dissolve in your body and they're just
Like,
stuck there
like we were told that
forever.
chewing gum would just stick in your stomach for 7
Yeah,
years.
that's exactly what happens. It gets stuck and then it gets stuck in your gut and then you can't even shit anything out.
And now,
You're
and then
welcome.
Fred's like, okay, to prevent this from happening again, everybody's gonna be dunked in flour. Because of
Yes.
course.
So everybody is covered in flour. Everybody's a ghost now. And Shaggy's got the dogs out for free.
Yep, for free.
Can't believe it. I
Is
mean,
this the first time we've
you
seen
had to
any
pay
of them
for
barefoot?
Max. I don't think it is. Because we've
Okay.
seen them in their pajamas before.
Maybe
So
they're
I
wearing like slippers or something.
I feel like we've technically seen somebody barefoot in pajamas. Maybe even if it wasn't the gang, we've definitely seen somebody barefoot in the
Yeah.
show. But I think this is the most like noticeable and egregious because
It's
they
the
do
one
have a
that-
close up.
Yes, a close up
And it is
of his feet.
they do have just like a long time of him just not wearing shoes.
Yeah, on this episode of the Animator's Barely Disguised Fetish.
Yep. Listen.
Look, I'm not knocking people for having fetishes, but you could be a little more subtle about it.
You know what? I'll knock them for having their fetishes in my children's media.
You know
Wait,
that's
wait,
fair.
we literally saw the dogs out for free.
When?
Maybe the Harlem Globetrotters, the Three Stooges.
Yes!
We are dumb.
We
Scooby
Scooby
Dum,
Dooby
I hate
Dum.
you. Scooby Dum, it's your fault. I blame
Yep,
you for everything.
that's valid.
Okay. So the dumb gang is in their flower and they're being like do 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 boo, we are ghosties or something. Come get us. The Gator Ghoul obviously comes get us. And Shaggy does not realize that the Gator Ghoul is right next to him. He thinks that Scooby is like making the gator sounds, shenanigans.
Shenanigan.
So we're running all around the showboat, all around. This is kind of a doors gag,
Yeah, kind of. Kind of.
kind of. And then we finally run across the dough. Shaggy trips.
But he's covered in flowers, so he's fine.
Yeah. And then the Gator Ghoul gets stuck in the dough. I think this is also shenaniganery.
It absolutely is.
Even though it was fully planned, it's just like only in a cartoon would that work.
You can plan shenanigans. There's nothing. It's not against the.
So, who could this possibly be? We go over all of the evidence. We look at the note, we look at the part of the costume thing, and they put the rest of the letters into that note. Notice of termination from Cookie Cola Company to Alice Dovely.
Dun dun.
So who could be the Gator Ghoul? And Shaggy's like, don't be ridiculous. It couldn't be Miss Dovely.
But there she is.
It's her plot twist? Question mark?
Not really.
No. She had flashlights in her eyes. How do you see out of those?
I think she saw out of the mouth.
Hmm.
Okay, so because that's what happens with a lot of mascots.
Yeah, you're right. I do know that.
So
Yeah. So her whole plot was that she wanted to get revenge on Cookie Cola and also steal the stuff from Ma and Pa Skillet.
the formula for Finoki Fizz, which I'm like,
Steal the secret formula.
exactly. The writers of SpongeBob looked at this episode specifically and were like, we can do something with this.
Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formula.
Exactly.
Yeah, the original Plankton. And it did not work. She would have killed two birds with one stone in this. Getting the people who ruined her and her competition. And then they make more fritters. I hope they did not use the same dough.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Charlie.
I hope they did not use the same dough.
They did, and not only that, Scooby ate Shaggy's shoes after they'd been coated in fritter batter. He ate
Was one
them.
thing to think it was the dough that trapped the Gator Ghoul and that Shaggy had walked on with the dogs, but it's also the same dough that had his fucking shoes in it.
Yep.
Now Shaggy needs some new shoes. And
I mean,
Scooby is horrified.
He's like, I just ate shoes. This is the first time I've ever seen him regret anything that's not food.
Scooby-Doo, roll for Constitution to see.
He seemed to be fine.
I just want to know which way that's going to come out.
I think you and I both know.
It's not going to be pretty. Scooby, how do you not get indigestion every 5 minutes?
Dogs have stronger stomachs than people in some cases, I think.
All right. Ethan, what time is it?
It's terror time again.
Let's talk about some Scooby-Doo trivia. The Gator Ghoul, who first appears in the opening act of the episode. When the gang arrives in Hokey Finoki's swamp, is likely the robotic version given the rigidness of its physical movements, foreshadowing the gang's later discovery of the animatronic monster. Ironically, Daphne suggested that the Gator Ghoul could be an animatronic monster during the investigation, but Fred disagreed. She turned out to be half right.
Shaggy's question at the end of the episode as to why the Ghoul identity is still being concealed at that point is likely a reference to the common Scooby-Doo trope of the gang not revealing the name of the culprit until after the disguise has.
A cyber version of the Gator Ghoul appears in the movie Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, and is also a boss in the Game Boy Advance adaptation.
Hokey Finoki is a parody of Oki. Commercial references, by the way. Hoki Finoki is a parody of Okefenokee, a real wetland located on the Georgia.
You were gonna say the Florida-Georgia line.
Yes, I was.
Ma and Pa Skillet are named for Ma and Pa Kettle, hillbilly characters from Betty McDonald's 1945 novel The Egg and I, which inspired a series of comedy films.
That was actually a restaurant that was pretty close to where I grew up. Kooky Cola is a parody of Coca-Cola.
The pepper and Tabasco pots say H and B, named after Hanna-Barbera. And, Ethan, how many shenanigans do we have for this episode?
We have a new low, Charlie. We ended this episode with a shenanigan count of 7.
Well, it's because we used too much of the runtime on Scooby-Dum.
Yep.
He may have caused some shenanigans, but he also just caused just too much.
Yeah.
Of nothing. What is our Scooby snack rate?
I don't think I can give this higher than
I was gonna give it a 2.
That makes my math easy.
Just because I don't enjoy it. Even though this is technically an iconic enough villain to have in Cyber Chase, I just... And whose side are we on in this episode? I think I would go with
I'm tempted to go Ma and Pa Skillet.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ma and Pa. They did nothing wrong. They're just trying to own a business, and they have a really stupid dog. It's not their fault.
He was born that way.
He certainly was. Yeah. Okay, how do I get out of... I need to leave. Alright, gang. We're gonna go split up and look for clues for our next mystery. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You can follow this podcast's socials at Mysteries in the Machine Pod on Instagram. You can send a message to our email, mysteriesinthemachinepod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Ethan, on Instagram and Threads at ethan.t.hewlin. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram.
Including an ice pack so I don't die.
I'm surprised you're not dead.
The secret, Ethan, is that a majority of the time I am naked when I am home.
I love that for you, honestly.
And then if I just cannot take the sweat and the heat anymore, I go and take a cold shower. There was a day when I took 4 cold showers.
Wow.
And I blame one of those on Archie because I got covered in his fur.
Jesus.
So I was like, well, I have to shower again because now I am covered in your fur because it is so hot that you are shedding so.
Yeah.
So, fun time.
Very fun times.
Don't live on the 5th floor. Never.
I'm not even gonna tell you because let's just say I don't live on the.
I lived on the 3rd floor in college, and that was enough.
Yeah, my duplex is all one level. There are no stairs at all. I didn't want to say anything.
It's fine. It's fine. I just need somewhere that's cold.
Yeah. You think in Chicago it could?
Apparently not. I was questioning this. I was like, oh, it's probably not gonna get like that hot. We're in the windy city, right? The plot twist is that it can still be windy, but also it can still be freaking hot.
Mm-hmm. That it can.
All right, give me some
Let's get some
spooky.
spooky